So if you pass a rugby ball and you end up having the nose pointing down, but your setup is perfect, you put that ball onto your hip, or you got the nose up to start with, but you end up passing the ball and the nose tilts down. Here is the reason why that is happening. So I just had a client who has exactly the same issue. They set up perfectly, they go to pass the ball, and as they pass and the ball is in the air, that nose is pointing down on that spin pass towards where he wants the ball to go. So what we can do is, and firstly what the issue is when you set up, check yourself in the mirror, see if you do this, or record yourself to see if you do this. When you go to pass the ball, you end up bringing your elbow around and over the top of the ball. So notice my hand, as I go to pass the ball, as I bring the elbow around, so that ball's tilted down now, and then as I leave the ball go, it will spin with that nose pointing down. So a good thing to think about is we need that elbow to come through straight. So there's a couple of drills that you can do. Firstly, you can use this band just to get the idea of coming through straight. So you get this band, try and get that band around hip level, and what you're gonna do is, if I try now to pass the ball around like this, it's going to be really hard to get that band straight. Whereas if I just punch straight from that hip to you, straight from that hip, is so much easier. Okay, that's because the elbow is behind the hand and I can just push the elbow through. Whereas if I try to bring that elbow around, it's going to be way harder to pass the ball. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. Another way of doing it, I'm going to move the camera really quickly. Another way of doing it is being really close to a wall like this. You got a teammate over there, you're gonna have a rugby ball here, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna get really close and you're just gonna pass the ball. Everything is going through straight. Whereas if I try to come around now, I will hit the wall or the fence. So that's a quick tip for you to help you pass without that nose pointing down. Let me know in the comments below what you want tips wise next, and if you want to work with me every week, I've got a free guide to start with. You can sign up too. The link is in my bio. You can download the free guide now, and you can also work with me online worldwide in my online rugby academy. The link is also in the bio. Check it out.